Alrighty, well, uh, welcome to the archive of the broadcast this evening. I'm up here in the booth alone once again, just punching things out, doing it like it be, and it being it like it do. Christian Life Academy's coming out. We're gonna be playing girls first, guys secondary. We're about 30 minutes here from the jump ball. And yeah, right now it's currently 5:01. Start time is 5:30. The referees have yet to show up. The girls team is here from both sides. I've yet to see Coach Toth, but I'm sure he's here somewhere. Coach Mandrill just walking in the building. So we're gonna have a good time here. We're gonna have a good meal. We're gonna do everything we feel. Yeah. So I'll throw up the timer whenever we have a definite answer of when that start time will be, but until that time is met, we really don't have anything to go off of other than the 5:30 start time. So yeah, that's all I got for you. I forgot to take notes on the last matchup these two teams had, but according to the last match on Friday, I've only heard good reports of that game. A very high intense, high impact game. Mark bleeding out a little bit. The girls' game going into triple overtime. And yeah, unfortunately not able to record that one as I was, a decent distance away. I was at the Penguin game. But yeah. So, we'll throw up the clock whenever we're ready to have a definite start time. But until then, you can go do whatever you want. I'm not your dad. Alright, now, as we're nearing start time, I guess I'll give a little 2 cents in here into the starting of the game. We got 3:50 up on the clock. So it's I gave it a little bit of more leadway. This clock will never be behind the time. I always try to keep it a few seconds ahead, just to, you know, worst case scenario, this clock falls behind a little bit because it's not the perfect system. Anyway, so the starting lineup for the Christian Life Academy Eagles. Number 20, Magdalene Burkett. Number 21, Florence Morichian. Number 12, Elizabeth Colser. Number 23, Anna West. And then number 14, Meghan Montgomery. Montgomery's been on the team for a very long time. As long as I can remember commentating, she's been playing volleyball, basketball, of the sort. So it's not her first rodeo. She's been around the market a few times around. I think she's going to be one of the head dogs for the Eagles tonight. Depending on how well she plays, might in fact set the pace for the Eagles tonight. Their passing drills seem very crisp, very clean, so I don't think that'll be an issue too much for the Eagles tonight. Probably passing it a lot outside of the dome. It looks like they're going to be playing more of an umbrella of sort, where they just have the 1-4 down underneath the rim, and then the 4 guys out and around the dome, depending on the offense. Of course, everything's subject to change, especially whenever you're playing a good team. Whether that's concerning the Panthers or concerning the Eagles, it's up to you to decide. But yeah, we came into the building tonight wondering one question: who's the better team? And hopefully, at the end of the match, we will know our answer. But for the Panthers side, Mia's looking pretty good on her shots. Hasn't missed too many. She's really feeling it out there with the Granny shot. Just made a 3-pointer from the 10-foot line on the volleyball court. Just Granny shot. All right. But yeah, looks like all the girls out there on the court having a lot of fun warming up. Hopefully they have fun through the game, because if you don't have fun, it's not much entertaining to play. I mean, well, I can contradict myself there. Having a game that's very frustrating to watch, more times than not, is entertaining to watch and gives you a little bit of something to talk about after the game. Those are the best kind of games, where you can relive the moment days after it happened. Most of the time it's on rivalry nights, more times than not. But yeah. Well, should be ready to rock and roll here shortly. I don't know if I'm doing starting lineups or not, but I already gave you the list. For the Panthers, it'll be Kayna Severson, Mia Severson, Juliana Toth, Evelyn, and Annette Summers will be the starting 5 tonight, the same as usual. Yeah. So, without further ado, I guess we'll get ready to jump right into it. Of course, the Eagles wearing their navy blue, and the Panthers with their signature home jerseys of the off-white kind of gray kind of look. But yeah.
Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the gymnasium here this afternoon for the game for the girls' game between Christian Life Academy and Slippery Rock Homeschoolers. If you'll join me in standing, we're going to have a word of prayer. Then we'll play our national anthem, and we'll do the starting lineups and get the game underway. Let's pray. Lord, we thank you for the day that you've given us. Thank you for the safety that you brought all of us here with. Lord, we pray for the players now tonight. Pray for their safety. I pray for the coaches' wisdom and the referees' clarity of vision. And Lord, I pray that, Lord, that we can leave here knowing that we did everything the right way tonight. We pray for safety for our visitors as they travel home later on. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. tonight for the visitors. Number 14, Meghan Montgomery. Number 23, Anna West. Number 12, Elizabeth Polisar. Number 21, Florence Marashian. And number 20, Maggie Burkett. Starting for the home team Panthers tonight, number 4, Evelyn Summers. Number 10, Mia Severson. Number 5, Annette Summers. Number 1, Juliana Todd. And number 0, Kana Severson.
So it'll be an interesting matchup. If the Eagles run their endurance test, I'm sure they will win over the Panthers, as they have a much wider variety whenever it comes to players on the bench and a talent pool to choose from. But nonetheless, Panthers shooting to the left, Eagles shooting right. Kana able to win that one, going back to Mia, able to get that one up to Annette, but bobbles that one. Kana, they're going to pick him up where they lay, up to the right wing. Able to get that one back out top. Mia turns away from danger and brings this one over towards that left side. Cuts back to the right, and we'll try it on. Able to get that one in. Evelyn there picking that one up, but stolen away and taken the other way by Magdalene. Handed off to West, and then forward it goes to Kolsar. Kolsar taken, looks towards that left side, able to find its way into the hands of Burkett. Back out top it goes, but travel is called. Panther ball on the defensive zone, and be coming out. Mia Severson into the offensive zone. Will quarterback the play. Able to get that over towards that left side, but Annette bobbling that one, going off the foot of West, and out of bounds it falls. Juliana inbound, going over to Kana on that inner left wing. Able to steal that one away and get that one out top. Mia able to keep control at that half-court line, able to avoid that over and back, and cuts towards the right. Back out top, then to the right once more. Gets that over. Evelyn getting a hand on that one after a while, getting that one back out top. Mia down to Kana. Kana on that right wing, able to get past one. Pass goes up to the free throw line, then back out top of the bubble. Mia able to get that one past Kolsar and down to Kana. Kana down low on that towards the baseline. Juliana passing that back out top of the bubble to Mia. Mia off to the right side, looks for that drive, not able to find any money. Outside the three-point line, we'll pass that one in over past the defense down on the baseline. Kana finding Mia back out top of the zone. Back down to Kana. Kana right outside that key shot goes up by Evelyn, and that one will be a good bucket. Opens up the scoring 2-0 for the Panthers. Kolsar goes over towards that right side. Montgomery there on the right wing in trouble. Evelyn there ever persistent, able to find its way over to Florence, but back over to Montgomery on that right wing, able to get that one back out top. Florence there getting a hand on that one, bouncing that one down and in. Burkett able to get that over towards that left side. Kolsar down low, and that key shot goes up and scores. Ties that one up to a piece. Kolsar there with that press up high in the key, just trying to sweep out any loose ball that might have been present. Juliana Tot there with control on that right side, able to find its way out top to Mia. Mia takes a walk around town. Montgomery there try to stop her, but not having any luck there. Evelyn with a shot from the free throw line, not able to send that one home. Kolsar bringing this one out the other way with fire in her footstep. Evelyn there trying to get a hand on that one, not able to do so. Mia called on the block, and it will be a Eagles ball on the baseline. First foul of the night. And it's against the Panthers. Montgomery down into the key, passes that over to West, tries to get one back over to Montgomery, but Mia's there and gives that one off to Kana. Kana out the other way, hitting that half-court line and treads on. Favors the right side of the court, hits that baseline, down it goes, off of the offense, and it will be an Eagle ball. Montgomery sending this one in, taking this one down is Coulsar. Elizabeth handing that over towards that left side. Florence able to get that one down low. Goes off Juliana's forehead and into the hands of Coulsar. Shot goes up by number 12, but not able to send that one home. Coulsar down underneath the net. Able to bounce out one out to that right corner. Shot goes up by Montgomery. Hits that near side of the rim. Goes off west and out of bounds. Panther ball on the baseline with 4:57 remaining in the first quarter of play. We got a tie ball game at 2 apiece. Mia Severson stopped up in her own defensive zone, blocked up by 2 defensive players, not able to find any open men down the field. Brings us over to the hands of Montgomery, able to get that one down low. Coulsar in that paint, not able to send that one soaring, and that one will go off the shot. Panther ball, question mark? I am indeed wrong. Meghan Montgomery here going to be inbounding this one for the Eagles on the baseline of the Panthers zone. 4:44 on the clock, still tied 2 apiece. Coulsar getting a hand on that one right outside the paint, shoots that one up a little too short to make that one into the bucket. Montgomery's shot a little overdone. West underneath the bucket, able to get the hand on that one, goes off Coulsar and controlled at the 3-point line. Tries to try it in outside that paint, shot goes up a little far right on this time around. They say that one goes off the block and out of bounds off the defense. Meghan Montgomery is going to substitute onto the bench. Coming out is number 22, Sarah Mitchell. Mitchell here going to be I bet Burkett going to be inbounding that one. Burkett able to get a hand on that one over to Coulsar with that shot. Hits the rim twice and then falls down without any luck. They're going to say that one went off the block, and it will be an inbound for the Eagles once again. Burkett here going to be inbounding this one off that baseline. Able to get that one over to Anna West. Shot goes up and blocked away. 2 shots will be the result. It looks like that one will be on Mia Severson. 4:18 on the clock, 2 apiece. Mia with her second foul of the game. And it's here in the first quarter. Cecily going to be substituting in between shots. She's got 2. First one a little too far left. Cecily coming in, Mia taking the bench. They're going to say one of the offensive players, I believe that to be number 21, Florence, leaving the lane a little too early. Maybe it was the shooter. I'm not entirely sure. Cecily here with it now, favoring the left side of the court, hitting that left wing and stopping up. Coulsar there getting a hand on that one, stripping that one away. Evelyn getting a hand over to Kana, goes possession. Kana Severson into the offensive zone, lose possession of that one. Getting a hand on that one. Looks to be Sarah. Sarah Mitchell down into the offensive zone, hits that 3-point line and stopped up. They're going to be called for a carry, and it will be a Panther ball coming out of their own defensive zone. 3:56 on the clock, 2 apiece is the score, and it'll be coming out white ball. Juliana here. Cecily here bringing this into the offensive zone, hits that half-court line and favors the right. Bouncing that one over to Annette. Annette outside that 3-point line. Stopped up by Coulsar. Coulsar out the other way. Cecily trying to stop her up. Shot goes up, a little too short, and that one will be Panther ball on the baseline. Juliana's inbound over to Cecily. Juliana here taking possession. Looks towards that right side. Able to bounce that one down to the baseline. Cecily there in trouble from Anna West. Able to get that one over to Kana. Kana inside the paint. Gets that one across the crease. Shot goes up. Not able to score is Annette's shot. Coulsar out the other way with no one to beat. First not good, but the secondary is good. Sarah Mitchell there with that rebound makes it a 4-2 game. Cecily bringing this one out into the offensive zone, favoring the right side slightly, able to bounce that one across. Juliana over to Kana outside that free throw line, bouncing that one down, and that they're taking possession. Cecily over to Kana. Kana outside that paint, able to get that one over to Juliana, finding Cecily once more. Shot goes up a little too far left on that one. Juliana able to swipe that one free, but Anna West for the one coming up with that one for the Eagles. Slap that one up, and that they're blocking that pass, but the secondary try is good. Mitchell here with it now, bringing this one out with 2:40 on the clock. And things will slow down slightly. Florence over towards that left side. Burkett able to get that one back out top. Coulsar with that shot from the free throw line. Sinks that one like the Titanic. And we have a 6-2 game on our hands. 2:22 on the clock, 4-point difference. Panthers call a timeout. There's a 30-second timeout. We got 2:21 on the clock. 4 points is the difference. And, yeah. Panthers playing a very tight offense. They're not really opening up too much. I mean, it worked once so far. So, I mean, can't be that impossible for it to work again. The Eagles playing very tight defense down low. They're not letting a lot of things through the paint. But the corners seem to be open. Just Panthers aren't using them. Then on the Panthers' defensive side of things, there's a lot of turnovers for the Panthers right around the neutral zone. They just got to be more careful. Kolsar being the star of the night on the point guard position, taking most of those turnovers in her favor. Cecily there in trouble, loses that dribble. Kolsar there, pressuring her. Kane able to get to the free throw line. Shot goes up a little too far, gone. Anna West able to send this one over. Kolsar bringing this one out of her own zone, hitting that three-point line. Shot goes up from the that was a long-distance layup if I've ever seen one. 2 minutes remaining. Here comes the Panthers out the other way. Cecily being the ball carrier. Kolsar there, pressuring up. Strips that one away, and that one will come out the other way. Cecilia Burkett here with it, able to get over towards that the right side rather. Back out top. Burkett gets that one down low. Kolsar there bouncing that one over towards that right side, but Mitchell not able to contain that one. 1:35 on the clock. 6 points is the difference. Juliana going to be the one quarterbacking the play this time around. Tries to get it around Kolsar. Kolsar there trying to take a few jabs at it. But Juliana keeps possession. Treads on to that right inner corner. Juliana with it. Still Cecily inside the right wing. Jump ball is called. Coming out, Eagles ball. Kolsar here bringing this into the offensive zone. Stopping up, Evelyn there taking pressure to the house. Kolsar there looks to the right side, losing that dribble. Able to get that one off, but the Panthers picking this one off. Kana stops in the paint, shot goes up, called for the travel. 56 seconds remaining. 56.9 if you want to be picky. Kolsar there, stopped up towards the neutral zone. Able to bring this over towards that right side, hitting that three-point line. Meets Kana, finds its way over towards that right side. Florence there makes another two-point shot in the favor of the Eagles. Juliana off to that left side. Trying to get around Mitchell, able to do so with a pass. Cecily giving that one back over to Juliana. Back out top and around town she goes. Juliana there backing into the offense, goes off of her foot and out of bounds. 23.2 seconds remaining. 8 points is now the separation. Kolsar bringing this into the offensive zone. Over towards that left side, finds that pass. Florence gets that one down low, back out top to Florence. Gets that one out top the bubble. Here comes Kolsar into the paint. Shot goes up, but foul is called. I believe that to be on Cecily as she hit the arm rather than the ball. 6.6 seconds remaining. First to two, not so lucky. Maybe the second will be different. Secondary shot hitting that front lip and coming down. Kana Severson, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the first quarter. Panthers at 2. Eagles at 10. Panthers just not finding the best of luck against the Eagles' aggressive defense. Eagles play it real tight out top. Their point guard's very aggressive, some of the most aggressive I've seen so far this season. And they do their job well, as they have yet to have a foul against them The Eagles team clean as a whistle. Panthers team not so much. Mia Severson having 2 and Cecily having 1. Puts them in a little bit of a wet blanket on the fire. But it's only an 8-point difference. That's only 4 shots. I mean, at most it's 8, but odds of you getting 8 straight points from fouls, not the most likely thing in the world. But, you know, not the most impossible thing in the world. It's only the first quarter. It's not a big deal. It's all about what changes can the players make. It's not always about the coaches. The players have to make the adjustments. The coaches just point them out. Panthers still shooting left. Eagles still shooting to the right. Panthers are going to be the ones inbounding this one as the last jump ball went in favor of the Eagles. Juliana inbounding this one. Mia Severson going to take this one for a walk. Favors that right side, able to get that one down low, goes off Kana, and out of bounds it trickles. Any substitutions I need to be aware of. Number 33 on the court, Hope Rye. Number 12 as well with the ball now, Elizabeth Kosar. Favors that left side, able to get that one down low. Montgomery on that left wing, looking for that slap in the middle, not able to find one, able to get that one down. Kosar there with that shot, not able to send that one home. Secondary by Kosar, not able to slap that one up with a stick of butter as well down to the baseline. Kana Severson going to bring this one out the other way for the Panthers, able to get that one over Mia. Mia on that right side, stopped up, but shot is taken nonetheless. And this one will be coming out the other way. Slapped up, but pass is stolen away, intended down in the paint, goes from Kana off the foot of Maggie Burkett, and out of bounds it falls. 7:12 on the clock, 2:10 the score. Panther inbound in the offensive zone. Able to get that one down. Kana Severson there with it, right outside the paint, looks for that pass down into the baseline. Mia there in trouble. Montgomery almost able to get a hand on that one, but Kana there with that shot goes out of bounds off the defense. Looks to be number 1, Katie Beggs. And it will be a Panther inbound on the offensive baseline. 7:03 on the clock. Pass goes over. Kana Severson bounces that one down that baseline. Snapped off by Kosar. Travel is called. 6:58 on the clock. Here's Juliana Toth with the inbound. Over towards that right side on that right corner, picking this one up. Mia there, able to slap that one down low. Drawing the foul looks to be Kana Severson. 20 on the push. That will be Magdalene Burkett. Juliana there inbounding that one. Mia bringing this one out and around town, finding its way down low. On the baseline, Juliana driving in, shoots a little far left on that one and coming out. Beggs here with it. Katie here on the breakaway, hits her foot, unfortunately, and that one will trickle out. 6:41 on the clock, 8 points is the difference. Juliana Toth here with the inbound. And Mia seeing a little bit of a 1-3-1 press, like a forecheck in hockey. Mia tries to drive through. They're going to call Katie Beggs on the block. That'll be her first of the night. 6:33 on the clock. Bouncing that one down. Mia gets that inbound from Juliana. Shot goes up, hits the shelf a little bit. Coming down, Katie going to bring possession into the zone of the Eagles. Able to hand that one off to Kosar, and out she treads. Over towards that left side, able to get that one down low. Montgomery not able to score off that one, but the rebound is controlled by the defense. Whistle's blown. White ball. They're going to call Megan on the foul. Not sure what the foul is, but nonetheless, blue 14. That's all the more information I got out of the ref. Juliana trapped up by the 1-3-1, able to get this one down low. Montgomery on a breakaway. Shot a little too hot and heavy. Katie Beggs there with that rebound a little too short. Mia going to bring this one out the other way. Kosar, the only one to beat, stops up outside that paint. Shot goes up a little high on that one. Katie Beggs bringing this one down for the defense. And here comes Megan out the other way. Evelyn there pressing, but Megan favors the right farther. Evelyn tries to stop that one up, able to get that cross crease over to Burkett, bobbling that one. Rye able to get that one back into the middle, slapped over by the Panthers defense, and here comes Kane out the other way. Right there, keeping possession or keeping pressure on her. Able to get down into the zone. Shot goes straight up into the bottom of the backboard and coming down. Katie Beggs there with possession. Timeout by the Eagles. 30-second timeout. 5:22 on the clock. We got a 2:10 game still. Not yet have we seen a bucket made here in the second, but we still have a decent amount of time until halftime. So the game seems a lot more even here in the second. Both teams just making a decent amount of mistakes. A lot of passes, not so crisp, not so creamy. You got to really sauce those in there. You got to finesse it up, down, all around. But, you know, everyone has an off night. That's something you got to keep in mind. If you're fortunate, you'll alternate your players having off nights. If you're unfortunate, all your players have off nights on the same night. But it will be an inbound on the defensive baseline for the Eagles. Coming out with this one looks to be Corsar Montgomery, the one inbounding that one previously. Pass goes down into that left corner. Shot goes up by Montgomery. Not able to send that one home. Montgomery on that left side on the three-point line. That'll be 2 points, but a long-distance call and a beautiful shot. You see Racine here. Trapped by the 1-3-1 once again. Just dump it down. Montgomery called on another foul. That'll be your second of the half, second of the game. It's the first half. Sorry if the camera is a little boggy, per se. I'm not left-handed. I can't write left-handed. Kano down low, called for the travel, and that one will be coming out. Inbounded over to Corsar, bringing this one up with a little bit of fire. Panthers there with a high pressure in the zone. Able to get that one over to Meghan. Down low on that right baseline. Able to send this one back out top the bubble. Montgomery over towards the free throw line. Shot goes up by Corsar, blocked away. West down low with that rebound, not able to slap that one in with a stick of butter. Goes off Kana and out of bounds. Over towards that left corner. West picks it up, finds Corsar at the free throw line. A little deep in the pocket, but not able to send that long shot home. Cecily substituting in as long as Anna, or Anna. I don't know her last name. So number 23 is going to be West, just West. And I'll call her Anna, by her name. It didn't click before the game for me to get her last name. So this is unfortunate. Juliana bringing this over towards that right side. Meghan there keeping pace with her. After a while, Juliana slipping by, able to get a pass. So Kana hits her hands, but slapped away by the defense. Corsar with one to beat, being Mia, the lone girl back. Kana there with that rebound control, able to bring this one out the other way. This time a 2-on-3? I don't know what to call that. And at the free throw line for the Panthers, shot goes up, hits nothing but net, but not able to send that one through the bucket. Eagles inbound on the baseline. Inbound going over to Corsar and bringing this one out. Stops up over towards that left side, throws that one. Maggie Burkett able to get that one over to Meghan on that left corner. Able to slap that one down into the paint. Anna West called. 20? 10. 20? I'm going to say 20. I'm probably wrong on that one. I'll correct that one later if I am. Panthers 20 called on the foul. That'd be Anna. Pass goes up top. Corsar bobbles that one. Picking that one up is the Panthers defense, Mia being the one named. Juliana into the offensive zone, drives, hits that right corner, stops up. Rises that one in that right wing. Shot goes up by Kana, but not able to go in. Whistle's blown. Down to the baseline will be the inbound. Going to call Corsar on the foul. First name Elizabeth, number 12 on the Eagles side. 3:20 on the clock. Juliana lobs that one up. Kana getting a hand on that one. Slapped outside of the paint. Cecily loses possession of that one and will be coming out the other way. Katie Beggs there with this one. Cecily with a little bit of a shoulder to the back, not called. Katie there with that shot, a little short and to the right. Kana getting a hand on that one. Whistle's called. Blue 1. Katie Beggs called on the foul. That'll be your second. We got 3:05 on the clock and ticking. Slapping that one over. Intercepted there by Maggie Burkett. Double dribble called by Kolsar and coming out Panther ball. 2:56 on the clock, frozen. Score is 2-12. Panther inbound towards the half-court line. And the Eagles there with their offensive defense. Kana down low with only one to beat. Shot goes up. Hits that rim and goes in. Panthers with the first 2 points of this second quarter. Kolsar able to get that one over. Meghan on that right wing. Pressured up by Anna. Able to get that one over towards that right side. Shot or ricocheting off the defense. Katie Begg being the carrier. I don't know why I'm picking up my pen. There wasn't a foul on the play. I'm very tired. Meghan here with that inbound. Able to get that one over. Kolsar on that right wing. Able to get stopped up by the Panthers defense. Shot goes up by Meghan. Hits that rim. Bobbles up. Not able to send that one home. Very close though. 2:26 on the clock. And we have an 8-point difference. Slapped over to West on that right corner. In a little bit of trouble. Able to get that one out top. Katie Beggs for 3. A little short-sided, but it will be coming out Panther ball as it went off the offense. 2:19 on the clock. Coming out Panther ball. Yeah, able to get that one over to Kana. Kana with only one to beat now. Inside the paint, shot goes up. It's the bottom part of the rim and coming out. Kolsar here with it. Reaches the paint, but loses possession as she enters the paint. And that one will be Panther ball on the baseline. Substitution is called just about the entire offensive team, or the entire Eagles team, excluding Anna West, Anna West. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Just going to be honest with you. Oh. Who's the lone? Kolsar being the lone woman left on the court for the Eagles substitution. Mia able to get that one over. Juliana there picking that one up. To the offensive zone, finding Anna on that right side. Hits the top right corner of the backboard and bobbles down. Kolsar picking that one up, giving that one over to Sarah Mitchell. Whistle's blown. Whistle's blown. Your guess is as good as mine. .151 on the clock. Can't able to get possession on that one. Down low she goes. Shot goes up. Not able to send that first one home. Secondary draws the foul. 22? 22. Gnarly. Sarah Mitchell with her first of the night. Kena will get an opportunity for 2 free throws. Foul shots, whichever you'd like to call it. First, not too lucky, favoring the right side. Hits the rim, backboard, then promptly the floor. Secondary hits the near side of the shelf and comes down. I don't have number 4 on my roster, so that's unfortunate. Michael Jackson, it is. Shot goes up, swatted away by Candace Everson. It's a shot attempt from number 15, Cecilia Burkett. Candace Everson on that right wing will take this one out and around town. Stopped up, given back into the middle, out top of the paint, finding Cecily on that left side, stripped away. Jump ball is called. It'll be coming out, Eagle ball. Jump ball being between Sarah Mitchell and Candace Everson. 1:22 on the clock. Here's Kolsar with it. Gets inside the paint, shot goes up. Long distance layup, not able to send that one home. Goes off, I believe, the defense, and out of bounds it goes. The remaining Eagle ball. Cecilia into the hands of Kolsar there with that shot. Kena on the push. That'll be your first of the night. Number 0 on the Panther side. 1:06 on the clock. 4-12 the score. The inbound swatted away by Kana. White ball on the baseline. They're going to call number 22 on the block. That being Sarah Mitchell, that being her second of the game. Panthers are in the bonus. 1:05 remaining in the second quarter of play. It'll be a 1-1 down low for Candace Severson. First attempt a little too far right. Blue ball on the inbound. Referee just misfired on his whistle. Understandable. Kosar bringing this one into the offensive zone. Hits that three-point line. Will try to straighten it on to the right side. Whistle's blown. Called for the travel. 57 seconds on the dot. Panthers inbound on their own baseline. Will they do the 1-3-1 press? Who's to say? Mia Severson here with it. Slaps that one up and over. Cecily there, able to get that over towards that left side. Slapped away, though. Mitchell able to get that, or Florence able to get that one up. Kosar here with it now into the offensive zone. Drives. No shot. They're going to call Juliana Toth on the foul, that being her first of the night. It'll be an inbound on the baseline. 44 seconds. 44.8 if you want to be specific. Inbound goes off. That's a big old oof if I've ever seen one. Cecilia grabbing that one as it rebounds off Kosar back into her, but she is out of bounds as she was the one inbounding it. Kana there on that right inner corner, able to look for an option. Able to get that one back out top. Mia there trying to take possession. Florence there intercepting that one. Kosar bobbling that one a little bit, but gaining possession after a short while. 26-25. Caught on the carry is Kosar. 25.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Panthers in the bonus. Yeah, they're picking that one up. She'll try to drive in the zone, but not if the defense has anything to say about it. Juliana Toth there with that shot. Hits the backboard. Kana there with that rebound. Draws the foul. 22. Sarah Mitchell with her third of the match. Ball's over here. .8 seconds remaining. First one hitting the shelf. She'll have a second, though. Secondary is good. Panthers at 5. Eagles now at, Eagles at 12. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whistle blown with 0.2 seconds on the clock. Number 15 called on the foul on the Eagles side. Cecilia Burkett, the guilty party. 1-1 down low for the Panthers as they're in the bonus. The Eagles going pretty much clean whistle first quarter of play. Second quarter, not so much. Juliana makes her first, gives us the Panthers their 6th point. She'll get one more with 0.2 seconds on the clock. Secondary misses that one, and that'll be the end of the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, Panthers 6, Eagles 12. We'll take an 8 minutes intermission, and we'll be back ready to rock and roll whenever that time expires. So, go get yourself some Mountain Dew, maybe a little bit of popcorn, maybe a hot dog. I'm in the mood for a Sloppy Joe, so if you're feeling that, go for it. But yeah, we'll be ready to rock and roll here at the end of the timer. I mean, I might as well bring out the schedule and take a look, see when our next game is. I believe it's on Friday. It'll be senior night here at the Panther Den. I'm not sure who we're playing. Just give me a hot second. Today's the 3rd. We're playing CLA at home. Next game is Thursday against Meadville. I will be going to that one. Whenever we played Meadville on the last broadcast, that was a beautiful match. I haven't seen that entertaining of basketball in a long time. So, I'll be going up there for that match. And yeah, so I'll be going to that match. Girls start at 5:30, boys start at 7, but if you're riding from here, the bus departs at 4 o'clock. So be here or you're gonna have to walk. After that, that'll be on the 6th, this Thursday. This Friday, the 7th of the month, I'm not sure if I'm recording it or not. It's my brother's birthday, so it'll be his decision whether I'm here or not. It'll be home against Bethel. Girls start at 5, boys start at 6:30. It will be senior night, as it is our final home game of the season. After that, we play Harvest at their gymnasium. Boys start at 5, girls at 6:30. We'll leave here at 3:30. I will try to make that one. I can't make any promises. It's on a Tuesday, February the 11th. Mark your calendars. And after that, Mount Carmel away. It'll be on the 14th of the month. Guys, 5 o'clock, 5:30. Girls start at 5:30. Boys at 7. We'll be leaving here at 3:15. That's on the 14th of February. Then the final game of the season against Bible Baptist at their gymnasium. Girls 5 o'clock. Boys 6:30. We're leaving here at 2:30. Again, as we're in the final stretch of the season, this being our 6th to last game of the season, we're nearing the end of the road. So I'm going to just try to hit as many games, hit as many dates as I can. And when I can't. When I can, I will. As long as, it's available for me to be there. Yeah. Go do your thing. I'm done talking now. All right, we got a minute left, so we'll go over the finals of the first half. Starting with the CLA Eagles, Sarah Mitchell leading the team with 3. Meghan Montgomery, number 14. Katie Beggs, number 1. Both have 2. Elizabeth Kolsar, Magdalene Burkett, Cecilia Burkett, all have 1. Then for the Panthers side, Mia Severson leading the team with 2. Kana Severson, Juliana Toth, Cicely, Anna all have 1. If I didn't say their name, they didn't have a foul. So let's get ready to rock and roll here in the third quarter of play. Neither of the team's really ready for this one. It looks like the Panthers will be starting with the ball. Here shortly. Panthers shooting to the right, Eagles shooting to the left. We'll get ready to rock and roll here whenever both teams are done giving pep talks and all that good jazz. I don't have 8 minutes on the clock, but they do, so they're the ones that are more important than I. Juliana Toth, the one inbounding this one. Mia Severson towards that left side. We'll cut back. Kolsar there keeping track of her every step of the way. Kana Severson loses possession of that one. Megan keeping that one alive. West taking possession, throwing that one up. Kolsar quarterbacking the play. Into the offensive zone, able to drive past one. Meets up Kana. Travel's called, coming out Panther ball. Mia Severson here bringing this one out. I don't know why there's a G in 1, but my brain decided there was. 7:30 on the clock and ticking. Mia here able to get that one in. Kana goes over to Juliana, then back out top to Mia. Mia throws that one down. Kanan's through the paint. Shot goes up by Annette. Shot and scored. First few points of the game for Annette Summers there. A beautiful 2-point bucket it was. Kolsar there into the offensive zone, tries to tread around, but meets up the Panthers defense. Kolsar able to get past 3. Shot goes up from the baseline, and she'll answer those 2 points with 2 of her own. 8-14 now the score. Mia pressured up by Kolsar. Kana able to get past Montgomery. Pass goes back out top of the bubble. Mia there faking that shot, able to get that one down. And that with another shot, a little far, too far top side, and it will come out the other way. Whistle's blown. I'm going to say that one was on Mia for the block. So, inbound off to the side. My pencil is not working. Oh no, I broke my pencil. This is unfortunate. 6:40 on the clock. Shot goes up. Blocked away. Evelyn getting a hand on that one. She'll wrestle with Kolsar for that one. And that one will be called a jump ball. Staying down, Eagle ball. Panther ball, or Eagle ball in the offensive zone. Maggie there with that shot, a little short side. Goes off West as well as Kolsar. But I think Annette had the last touch on that one, but I'm not going to argue the referee's decision for the most part. You see Severson into the offensive zone. Able to get that one over to Kana. Kana inside that, right outside that paint. Shot goes up and in. 10 now for the Panthers, 14 for the Eagles. And the Eagles will be coming out with 6:13 on the clock. Favors that right side, able to tread in, able to get that one over to West. Shot goes up and scores for the Eagles. Looks like both defenses starting to soften up a little. I can't English. Both defenses looking to soften up a little bit here in the third quarter play, looking for more offensive chances. Leaves yourself a little bit vulnerable down in your own zone. 2 shots will be the result of this play. I'm going to say that one's on West. That's our first of the night. I don't have a pencil. First shot, nothing but net, but it didn't go in. Do I have another pencil in here? Hang on. I do. Oh, I came prepared today. Look at me. I'm so fancy. Secondary, not so lucky. West bobbles for that one, able to get possession down on her baseline. The Summer Sisters there trying to make her life difficult, able to get that one pass off to Colstar. Throw it down low, intercepted by Kana, bringing this one out for the Panthers. It's at half-court line, we'll try it on. Burkett there trying to get in her way and able to do so just enough to cause her to travel. 5:34 on the clock, and it will be an Eagle inbound. Colstar there bringing this one out. Elizabeth here with it. Inside the paint, pass goes over towards that right side, but intercepted by Kana. Thrown back over to the hands of the Eagles. Diving for that one, Colstar able to get that one over to Florence, and then back out top it goes. Megan here with it now, able to get that one over towards that right side. Maggie Burkett tries to get that one down low on the baseline, but intercepted by the Panthers defense. Kana being the namely one. Evelyn handling that one back over to Kana. Kana over towards that right side, gets that one past a few defensemen with that pass. Shot goes near side, hits that rim, bobbles down from Mia's hands. Evelyn with it. Going to call Maggie Burkett on the foul, number 20 on the Eagles jersey, or in the Eagles jersey. Second foul of the game, first of the half. 5:01 on the clock and ticking. 6 points is the difference. We're there with trying for that pass, not able to get that one past Colstar. Colstar bobbling that one, picking that one back up at the free throw line. Megan there with that shot, but blocked away by Kana. Florence there with that rebound. Colstar with that shot, but blocked away by Mia. Burkett here in trouble on that right wing, able to get that one back out top. Colstar here with that one, bringing that over towards that right side, hits that three-point line. Will tread on past a few defensemen, bounces that one down the baseline. West there in the paint, loses possession of that one. Colstar there with it now, able to get that one back over to Florence. They're picking that one up at the free throw line. Over towards that left side, pass goes over to Megan. Megan with that shot from a long distance away, but only worth 2. Panthers offense coming out of the gate. Mia there with a little bit of trouble. Able to get that one over to Juliana. Slapped away by Megan. Florence giving that one back over to Megan. Megan into the offensive zone, drives into the paint, shot goes up, and scores. Easy 2 points on that layup, and makes it a 10-point differential. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. 4:01 on the clock, and the Panthers trail by 10 once again. I'm just really out of it. I'm sorry. My English is lackluster. I don't know what it is. I'm just not fully awake. I'm probably running off an hour and a half of sleep, roughly around that. So, I mean, I can use it as an excuse, but I really don't want to because my tongue shouldn't be affected too much by that. I swear, officer, I haven't been drinking anything except Mountain Dew. Maybe I need more Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is always the answer if you have enough of it. I'm putting the camera down. So, 4:01 on the clock. The Panthers looking for a little bit of spark from their coach from this timeout. Just not having a lot of luck on the offensive side of things. Third quarter, much more high scoring than the first half, all in all. I think the Panthers started, 6:14. It's 10:20 now. We were only 4 minutes into this quarter. And half if you want to spin it that way. But here we go. Me here in trouble at that neutral zone. Able to get that one over to Kana. Kana into the offensive zone. Losing that one. Burkett there. First name of Maggie. Able to throw that one into the top of her key. Evelyn trying to get a handle on that one, but the defense will pick this one up once again. The Eagles into the offensive zone. Colstar throwing that one into the middle. Will regain possession for herself. On that right wing, will look to the middle. Florence here with it. Over towards that left side. Montgomery outside the three-point line. A little overdone. Kana's going to try to let that one bounce out, but it looks like it wasn't going to. West called on the foul. That'll be your second of the night. Second of the half. Hit the ball coming out. Eagles still running the 1-3-1. It hasn't really been too flawed this evening, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kana there on that three-point line. Tries to get that one down to Evelyn. Able to do so. Shot goes up. Ring around the rosy. Not able to send that one dropping. And so it'll come out the other way. Colstar here with it now, bringing this into the offensive zone. It's at that three-point line. Finds its way into the paint. On it. Turns. Shoots. And boom. Goes the dynamite. Mia able to get that one over. Kana there picking that one up into the offensive zone treads. Able to get that one into the middle. Goes off the fingertip of a net. And 2:44 on the clock and frozen. So we'll let that catch up to us here today. Closer into the offensive zone. Drives into the paint. Able to get that one off the west. Shot goes up. A little too far. Too high up on the backboard. Jump ball is called. Coming out Panther ball. 2 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. We got a 12-point differential up there on that scoreboard. Juliana Toth here inbounding this one. Mia here picking this one up, bringing this one out the other way. Juliana here taking this one even farther. In that right inner corner, met up by Florence. Able to get that one over Mia Severson here with it now on that right wing. Looks towards the middle. Kana there over towards that right side. Shot goes up by Juliana and scores. 12 now for the Panthers. 2:08 on the clock and ticking. Coming out the other way, Kolsar here with it. At the free throw line, tripped up by Mia, but nothing called. Kana able to get past the defenseman of Burkett. West there makes her stop up. Shot goes up by Evelyn. A little too far left and near to go into the bucket. We got 1:51 on the clock and frozen. Coming out, Kosar here with it. Down low on the zone, looks for that bounce pass over to West, goes off her fingertips. Burkett able to get that one back out top. Montgomery here with it. Gonna take her time outside of the bubble. They're gonna call number 12 on the block, coming out the other way. Panthers inbound. Who's number? Elizabeth Kosar on the block. All right. Must have went for the pick set and moved her feet. Mia gets that one down to Kana. Kana able to forward that one to Evelyn on that right wing. Back out top it goes. Mia here with it at the free throw line. Able to find its way over towards the right side of the paint. Kana there back out top. Mia inside the three-point line. Shot goes up, hits that shelf, comes back down. Swinging at that one. Evelyn not able to make contact and coming out the other way. Montgomery here. 3-on-1. Shot goes up. Scores! Number 14 proving her worth out on the court, making it 24-12 with 1 minute remaining. Mia Severson in a little bit of trouble, able to get that one. Not able to get that one past one. Kosar there down low in the paint. Shot goes up and whistle is blown. 2 shots will be the result. It looks like Mia will have her fourth. 46.1 second remaining. Cecily going to substitute in. And number 15, Cecilia, going to substitute in. First one, beautiful shot. Makes it 25-12. Meghan Montgomery going onto the bench. Mia Severson as well going off the court. Cecilia and Cecily both taking their spots. Shot goes up and in. The shotter left. The shooter left the lane before the ball entered the bucket. If that's the right terminology. But yeah, so the shot's nullified. 15 on the block. Panther ball at the half-court line. That's Cecilia's second of the night. Kana looks for that pass into the middle. West intercepting that one. 32 seconds on the clock and taking Kosar into the offensive zone. Stopped up at the three-point line. Will back out. Finding its way over to Burkett on that at the top of the dome. Cecilia to Florence. Back out top to Maggie. 15 seconds remaining. Kosar into the baseline. Finding West down in the paint. Shot goes up. Hits the bottom of the rim. Coming down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot was up, but did not make the bucket. So that'll be in the third quarter. 12-25 is the score. Panthers down, but they're not out. Looking at the foul difference tonight, nobody on the Eagles side really in any immediate danger of fouling out, but Mia Severson, the lone wolf at 4, leading the game so far with fouls for one person. In a little bit of trouble. She won't be able to play as aggressive as she would like to, or maybe she will and just John Braun it and just, sit down after 5. But who's to say what's going to happen? That's all up for Coach Toth, as well as the play style of Mia. But who's to say what's going to happen here in the fourth quarter? Are the Panthers going to rebound back into the game, or will the Eagles just solidify it and take this one home as they place it firmly into the back pocket? All that and more at 10 or whatever. It's only 6:30. It's a blue ball. All right, all right, navy blue. Gotcha. Eagles shooting left, Panthers shooting right. Katie Beggs inbounding this one. Kosar here with it, bringing this into the offensive zone. At that three-point line, will tread in. Tries to get past Juliana. Juliana just swinging that one away with single-handed. Double dribble is called. So, Eagle ball at the half-court line. Katie there to inbound that one. Here's Kosar with it. Towards that right side, able to find it, swaying to the hands of Mariah. Back out top. Kosar with it. Towards that left side, Beggs not able to get a hand on that one. Mia there, throwing that one back over to Kana. Kana into the offensive zone. Will drive this one down. Outside that paint, will shoot that one up, hits that shelf, and pops down. Jump ball is called. Panther ball in the offensive zone. .725 on the clock. Juliana here able to lob that one up, goes off the hands of Mariah, and outside the zone, Cecily called for the travel. Eagle ball at the half-court line. 7:21 on the clock. Here comes Kosar into the offensive zone, hitting that three-point line. Juliana there to meet her up at the free throw line. Kosar looks towards that left side, slapped away by the Panthers defense. Mia getting a hand on that one, but bobbled around towards that left corner. Katie Beggs will make contact with that one as she was out of bounds. Panther ball on the side of their defensive zone. Eagles still playing that 1-3-1. Mia into the offensive zone, hitting that half-court line to the three. Able to find Kana down low in the paint all alone. Shot goes up too far left, and that one will come out the other way. Kosar here bringing this one down with fire in her footsteps. Anna keeping pace with her, getting a hand on that one, bobbling her up. Going to call Kosar on the double dribble. I think the Panthers defense got a hand in that one, but okay. 6:46 on the clock. Kana here with that one. Met up by three defensive players, able to lob that one down. Shot goes up by Mia and sends that one soaring. 15-25. Now the score. Kosar into the offensive zone. We'll take a look around, finding left side. Mitchell over to Beggs, back to Mitchell. Out top it goes. Kosar here with it. Goes through the hands of Beggs, and that one will land out of bounds. Panthers ball in their own defensive zone. 6:17 on the clock. 10-point difference. Juliana's inbound, met up by Kana. And the defense will collapse for the first time this game, I believe. Beggs there with that ball, giving that one off. Mitchell here with it, handling it over to Kosar. Almost an over and back, but not quite. Mariah getting a hand on that one onto there, making her life difficult as ever. Mia getting a hand on that one, but let go because of the 4 fouls she has in mind. Beggs able to get that one over to Kosar. Kosar on that right wing, there trying to keep pace with her. Kosar in trouble. Anna grabbing on that one and not letting go causes the jump ball to be enforced. Will be remaining Eagle ball. Timeout by the Eagles. 30-second timeout. 5 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the game. We have a 10-point difference still. As the game draws near, we do have a few of the referees showing up for the guys' game. But the immediate focus still being on the ongoing one. The Panthers seemingly... Panthers slowly chipping away at the defense. The Eagles just trying to switch things up, going with the 3-2 down low. A little bit more of the umbrella. I think on the last drive, whenever they collapsed from the 1-3-1, they didn't have West out there. West seems to be like the foundation of their defense that they have built, where it's a very well-built defense to the play style of the Eagles, where they have, four very agile players that can play very aggressively. And then they have the foundation of the forward down low. A huge fan of that kind of defense. I really like it. But let's play on. Colsar there at the free throw line. Juliana there to try to make her slip up. Colsar there does slip up, but regains possession. Juliana there making her life difficult. Double dribble is called. Colsar, the guilty party. 5:27 on the clock. Kana there bringing this into the offensive zone. Florence there trying to take a jab at that one, but not able to find any dice. Katie Beggs there finds a loose ball. Grab that one down. Anna there at the half court line. Very close to being an over and back, but the referee not seeing what I'm seeing. Kana off to Mia. Mia on that left side will take this one inside the three-point line. Shot goes up from the left wing. Not able to slap that one up with a stick of butter. Here comes Colsar out the other way. Favors that right side. Able to weave through the defense. And 2 shots will be the result. Number 11 on the foul. That'll be Cecily. First shot hits the near side of the rim and falls out. Secondary shot, too far left, doesn't hit anything, and thusly will just be an inbound. This one's coming out. Mia over towards that left side. On that left inner corner, whistle's blown. White 20 on the block, that'd be Anna. That's your second of the game. Colsar into the offensive zone towards that left side. Katie there bringing that one up. On that left wing, we'll throw that one out top. Goes off Colsar. Push from behind called and enforced. Colsar called on the foul. That's her third of the night. Ia Severson towards that left side. Met up by Cecilia. Picked up by Colsar. She'll try it over towards that right side. Katie Beggs there tries to stop her possession. Evelyn and Kana both grabbing that one. Kana being the one to come away with it. Katie in trouble. Kana trying to get a hand on that one, but pass able to be made over to Colsar. Colsar into the offensive zone. With a few to beat, shot goes up, a little too high and mighty. Katie there with a secondary, not able to send that one home. Goes off Evelyn and then into the hands of Cecilia. Katie on that left wing will bring this one out top of the dome. Finding its way over to Cecilia on that right side, able to find Colsar farther on that right wing. Shot goes up, hits the near side. Katie there with that rebound, a little too short on the left. Block called. Katie Beggs, the guilty party. That's her third of the night. Panthers in the bonus, question mark? Indeed. Shooter here, Kana Severson. .38 on the clock, 10-point difference. Hits that shelf, goes up, hits the backboard, and then down to the ground it falls. And we'll play on. Katie Beggs here with possession, going to bring this into the offensive zone, hitting that three-point line as well as the defense. Able to get that one back out top. West over to Colstar with that shot. Colstar not lucky enough to get that one in. Number 15, Cecilia Burkett on the foul. That's her third on her name. 3:26 on the clock. 10 points still the difference. We've been at a deadlock for a very long time. After a 10-year famine, we find our first point. 16 now for the Panthers. Secondary hitting that rim, bouncing down and out of bounds off the shot. No contact made. It will be a defensive inbound for the Eagles. Florence there with that inbound. Panther ball, or Eagle ball coming down. Colstar there with that shot. Will go in. 27 now for the Eagles. On that left wing, able to get that one off the fingertips of Kana into the hands of Katie. Kana there receiving that one with that interception. Whistles blown coming out. Kana push from behind. The call on the play. That is her second of the night, first of the half. 3 minutes remaining in the game. 27-16 is the score. 11 points is the difference. And let's play some ball. Let's see the offensive zone drives. Net there with that interception in the paint, not letting go of that one. Nothing but navy blue jerseys out and around her. Finds Mia in the midst of the storm. Drives down that right side is Mia. Mia on that right inner wing will find its way back to a net. Shot goes up, hits the net, and out of bounds it falls. Eagle ball on their own baseline. Cecilia going to be the one inbounding this one. Over to not Florence, but Colstar. Towards that left side, Florence for two. A little near on that side, but West going to draw the foul. Kana Severson, the guilty party. Kana called on the push. That's her third. Looks like the Eagles will substitute their entire team for the final 2.5 of the game. You don't see that too often. West will have 2 shots. First one, not too lucky. So 4 of those 5 will substitute in. And West will take her second. Secondary, not so lucky. Kana here bringing this one out on that left wing. Will drive down. Shot goes up by Mia. Not able to send that one home. Secondary shot by Evelyn. Not lucky as well. Evelyn there getting an interception from West. Will slap that one off the shin of Meghan Montgomery. And the finalization for this full line change we made. Maggie Burkett coming on. West going onto the bench. Juliana throwing that one into the middle. Teammate not ready. And it will come out Eagle ball. Travel was called, my bad, and that will be Panther ball in the offensive zone. 2:09 on the clock, 11-point difference. Juliana going to be the one inbounding. Shot goes up and scores. Kana Severson there ready for that one this time around. 2 minutes and ticking. Carry is called, Panther ball at the half-court line. .158 on the clock, 9-point difference. Mia cuts over towards that right side inside the 3. Shot goes up right outside that paint. Not able to send that one home, and not getting a hand on that one, but Burkett going to bring this one out. Here's Maggie with it, going to drive into the zone. Shot goes up, a little far right, whistle is blown, and foul is enforced. Number 1, Juliana Toth, called on the foul. That's her first of the half, second of the evening. 1:52 on the clock. First shot for Maggie Burkett, not quite what she was looking for. Secondary perhaps, hits that rim, comes down. Evelyn getting a hand on that one, able to find its way back over to Kana. Kana into the offensive zone, will drive, finding her sister down low. Shot goes up and scores. Beautiful passing play between Kana and Mia. 1:33 on the clock. Megan on that right side will take her time, run out the clock a little bit, and then drive on. Finding that right corner, we'll try to get down that baseline. Kana there stops her possession, brings this one out the other way. Kana losing that one, picking this one up. Naomi able to find its way up to Montgomery, bobbles off her. Evelyn able to get a hand on that one. Juliana once more with it. Takes that shot. Mia on that right wing. Naomi there with it, or there with the pressure applied. Juliana getting a hand on that one, falling down, diving for that one. Mia bringing this one out and around town, 50 seconds remaining. Kana on that right outside that left side of the paint, finds a lot of navy blue jerseys, but finds the white one in the midst of it, and boom goes the dynamite. Panthers pick up another 2 points from the shot from Juliana Toth, and a timeout is called by the Eagles. Panthers with a last hurrah here in the game. 36.7 seconds remaining. Panthers at 22, Eagles at 27. 5 points is the difference. That's only 2 shots. 3 shots can change the tide. So Eagles here with this drive, either they're going to try to run that clock out and play a little bit of keep away, which for their warm-ups before the game, they just throw 4 people out and around the dome and just play a little passing game. That's pretty much all you need to do here. You can take your time coming out of the zone. If the Panthers don't full court press, that's their fault. For the Eagles, you have the lead. You determine the pace. You have possession right now from that last bucket. Yeah, but there's not much more to it. And then if you're the Panthers, you got to play that aggressive game. Mia can't because she has 4. But if your name's not Mia, play that aggressive game. Just drive as hard as you can. Make sure not to foul out too much. I mean, you don't want to throw the other team into the bonus because bad things tend to happen whenever you're late in the game and you throw the other team into the bonus. But let's get ready to rock and roll once again. Montgomery able to throw that one in. Florence throws that over to Kolsar, but slapped up by Mia. Called for the double dribble. And we got 32 seconds on the clock. Montgomery going to be inbounding this one on her own defensive sideline. There's that one down. Kolsar getting a hand on that one. Foul is called. Kana's at 4. And the Eagles are in the bonus. 32.7 seconds remaining. 22 for the Panthers, 27 for the Eagles. See if they can extend their lead here and now. Elizabeth Kolsar, number 12, going to be the shooter. First one's good. She'll have another. Secondary, not so lucky. Naomi on that right corner, able to get that one back out top. Burkett over to Montgomery, 25 seconds remaining. Montgomery over to Naomi, able to find its way over to Kolsar. At that free throw line, whistles blown. Juliana Toth called on the foul. That is her third. 15 seconds remaining, 1-1 to be enforced. First one is good, and that might just put it out of reach. Kolsar not so lucky on that last one. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Scores 2 points. 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost. But that's the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. 22 Panthers, 31 Eagles. Beautiful matchup, beautiful game. Few scratchy quarters. The third wasn't too great after the first 3 minutes. First half, very low scoring. Panthers only having 6, Eagles only having 16, 14. Very low scoring game out of the first half, but after the third quarter started, both teams are like, all right, we're going to throw a few points up there. But that caused a little bit of sloppy defense. But once they tightened it up on defense, the Eagles slowly just started like hitting a 2-pointer here, hitting a 2-pointer there. There's a couple 3-pointers, then the foul shots whenever they needed to. Slowing chipping away of the the defense whenever you just take what they give you. That's what's going to win you games, and that's what won the Eagles the game tonight. So we're going to take a 20-minute intermission, and we'll be back ready to rock and roll at the end of the 20. So you got yourself a hot little second to go and, just do whatever, man. Just maybe some popcorn, maybe some Doritos, maybe rethink what happened in the Super Bowl. Who's to say? Yeah. So the guys' game is going to be very intense. I can already tell. Just CLA's got a lot of energy on the court right now. Panthers just, trying to loosen up a bit, just relax. But, CLA's getting fired up. You can see it in their eyes. You can see it in their heart. Well, I'll go over the finalization for the fouls of the evening, starting with the CLA Eagles. Katie Beggs at 3. Cecilia Burkett at 3. Sarah Mitchell at 3. Elizabeth Kolsar at 3. Magdalene Burkett at 2. Anna West at 2. I think that's it. Oh, Meghan Montgomery at 2. I think that's it. And for the Panthers, Kana and Mia Severson at 4. Juliana Toth at 3. Cicely and Anna both have 2. So, if they weren't named, they had 0. That's about it. So, we'll take a bit of an intermission. We'll come back at it here shortly. So, just relax. Do what you want. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not your dad. Do what you want. I'm done talking. All right, as we near the opening of this game, I'm going to throw out the players to watch. Number 33 on the Eagles side, Corbin Henry. He's looking real fine on his shot percentage. His passing's looking real crisp. Looks like he's feeling real confident today. So he's my pick. Then Elijah Toth, the forward for the Panthers. I'm getting a lot of feedback. I don't know if it sounds raspy on your guys' end, but I'm getting a lot of feedback on my end. You know, let me see if I can fix that real quick. Like, if a quick could be not fake, that would be fantastic. All right, for the most part, it seems gone. All right, so number 33, Corbin Henry. He's looking real good. His shot percentage looking real clean. His form's looking on point. He's able to hit those 20-footers from out underneath the rim. Yeah, so, and Elijah Toth, Panther side, number 45. It's always the man of the hour whenever you need someone to throw out like a quick hip check or, you know, whatever might be your fancy of your suit or your suit of your fancy. But nonetheless, as the players take to the benches, the captains will meet and we'll decide what's what. Not really sure what there's to determine other than like maybe starting half, what side to start on and such, but you know. I didn't get a microphone to announce the starting lineup, so I'm assuming I'm not doing it. Hopefully I'm right. Well, Scott Toth is over there with the microphone in hand. Coach Mandrell giving his last few inspirational words to the team of don't screw up and put ball in rim, put ball in hoop. I think that's going to be the game plan of the night. So on the CLA roster, they have 15 players. I didn't get them all, so I'm hoping they're not all here.
All right, good evening and welcome to the boys' game now between Christian Life Academy and Slippery Rock Homeschoolers. Starting tonight for the visiting Christian Life Academy, number 23, Jude Burkett. Number 31, Caleb Sorensen. Number 21, Braden Rye. Number 33, Corbin Henry. And number 22, Ben West. Now starting for the home team Panthers tonight, number 32, Noah Wilson. Number 21, Titus Bailey. Number 45, Elijah Toth. And two seniors starting tonight, number 4, Mark Bryan. And number 33, Sean Haranchek.
So Panthers wearing the white, shooting to the left. Eagles wearing the navy blue, shooting to the right. We have 8 minutes. I don't have 8 minutes on the clock. They do, and that's what's important. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. Mark and Henry in the jump ball circle. Mark able to get a hand on that one, coming back to Titus Bailey. And Bailey will take this one up the court himself. Finding his way over towards that left side. Noah Wilson there setting a pick. Titus not taking that one. Titus outside that right wing, able to find his way in. Elijah Toth down on the baseline. Shot goes up and coming down with that one. Looks to be Jude. Jude Burkett here coming into the offensive zone on that right wing will be stopped up by Titus Bailey. In a little bit of trouble without a dribble. Able to get that one back out top. And here's Caleb Sorensen, able to get that one over towards that left side, back over to Soren, able to get that one over towards that right side. Burkett there on that right corner. Shot goes up, not able to score on that one. Sean Hronacek there with that rebound over to Titus Bailey, and he will bring this one out. Titus met up by Burkett, and he'll start to step over towards that left side, fake towards the right. Follows the right even farther on that wing, able to find Elijah. Elijah against Henry. Shot goes up, and Henry there with that denial from the back. Clean as a whistle, and it will come out the other way. Burkett here on that left side, inside that three-point line, will weave back out to the top. And over to Caleb it goes. Chucks that one over towards that left corner. Taking possession out top to the free throw line, left wing it goes. Back over to the right. Caleb over towards the right corner. Burkett there faking that shot, takes this one inside the zone. Instead, shot goes up, hits the rim, comes down. Mark there with that rebound. Will control this one for the Panthers. Mark here with it. Follows over towards that left side of the court. Hits that baseline. Shot goes up. Pass goes in, but Henry there controlling that one for the defense. Mark out of options as he jumped out of bounds. His last-ditch effort was to keep that one in, and he was almost able to do so. Caleb over towards that right side. Burkett here taking possession. Jude taking a look around. We'll take this one for a walk. Towards that left side. The ball goes. Shot goes up by Caleb. A little far gone, but Henry there with that rebound will claim the first 2 points of the night for the Eagles. Cutting over towards that left side. Here's Mark with it on that left inner corner. Rye there. Rye called on the foul, number 21 in the navy blue. It's Ron Pencil. I don't know why I still have it out. Titus Bailey here with the inbound, able to get that one over to Mark on that left corner. 31 there, keeping pressure on him. Mark there with that shot. Beautiful. Treading that line like it's a tightrope. Caleb Sorensen here bringing this into the offensive zone. Able to get that one over to Burkett. Back out top it goes towards that left side. Finds Caleb once again to Rye at the top of the dome towards that right side. Throws that one back out top, but no one's home. Noah Wilson there picking this one up. Timeout called by the Slippery Rock Panthers, 30-second timeout. 5:19 on the clock, 2 points apiece. I believe the driving force behind this one is Noah Wilson just not really having possession of the ball. It would have fallen out of bounds, and it would have been an Eagle ball coming out. But instead, able to call that timeout right in time whenever the Panthers had the possession. He makes it an inbound for his team, rather. So I'm going to just catch myself up on all the names. I haven't really had time to study this sheet as I got it 3 minutes prior to the game. And I was given the pregame for 2 minutes of those 3 minutes. So, Panther inbound on the offensive baseline. Titus Bailey going to be the one inbounding it. Yeah. I smell mint and barbecue at the same time. I don't know if I'm dying or someone around me is dying. Burkett here into the offensive zone, hitting that three-point line, finding its way over to West. Out top it goes to the left side. Caleb picking this one up. Follows to the right. Rye back out top. Caleb goes into Jude. Jude on inside the paint. Shot goes up. Elijah Toth there just taking charge and is proven effective in the forward position. Mark here towards that right side, able to drive inside the three-point line. Shot goes up. Hits that near side of the rim and comes down off the hands of West. Henry there picking that one up and finds the hands of Sorensen. Caleb Sorensen into the offensive zone over towards that left side. Finds Jude. Jude inside that three-point line will travel in. Not called for the travel. But Sean Hronacek able to pick that one up and take that one into his arms. Titus Bailey here with the ball. Titus Bailey favoring that right side. Rye there to try to keep him from driving in. Slapped away by West. That will go off the defense and out of bounds. 4:15 on the clock. Panther ball. Titus Bailey in. Sean Hronacek on that right side. We'll take this one in towards the paint. Shot goes up, hits that shelf, comes back down. Elijah Toth there with that rebound. Sends out one soaring for a hot second. Four now for the Panthers. Titus Bailey going to pressure up the ball carrier. Jude over to Henry. Shot goes up. Not able to send that one home. Secondary is good, though. Henry with 4 points total so far this evening. 3:50 on the clock in the first quarter of play. and ticking. Mark drives in towards that right side of the court, able to get down towards that right inner corner. Shot goes up and over the rainbow. It goes off of the offense, but they're going to say this one's going to be off of Mark rather. So, number 23, Jude Baker, or Burkett, going to bring this one in with that inbound. Caleb able to find his way back over to Jude. Jude pressured up by Sean Hronchek all the way. Able to bounce that one down and through, but Henry not able to take possession of that one. Not really a pass inside of his reach. He's going to let that one go. 3:27 on the clock. Panther inbound on the sideline. And that one will go and find the hands of Mark to bring this one out. Mark here looking left, goes right instead. Hits that three-point line and will tread on. Throwing that one up from the right inner corner, goes off the hands of the defense, but they're going to say it went off of Sean. Burkett here inbounding this one. Caleb Sorensen here with it now. Pressured up by 3 offensive Panthers in the zone. Burkett able to get that one back into the middle. West bottling that one, taking possession underneath the paint. Shot goes up. Whistle's blown. Push from behind. 2 shots. First foul of the night. Number 5. So there's a 4 and there's a 45. I'm going to assume it's on Mark. First shot of 2. I'm not zoomed out enough, I'm sorry. First shot, not as lucky as he'd hoped to be. Secondary shot. Hits that shelf, front lip, and then falls out. Mark here bringing this one out. Throws this one over towards that left side. Right there to try to keep pace with him. Picked up by Caleb. Whistle's blown. Mark called for the carry. Panther ball, or Eagle ball coming out of their own zone off to the sideline defensively. Pass goes over towards that right side on that right wing. Able to find West on that right corner. Shot goes up, not able to send that one home. Jump ball is called between Henry and Sean. So, offensive inbound for the Eagles. Right here looking into the middle. Not able to find any dice. Goes out top instead. Caleb there with that one. Trying to pass that one down to Henry, but Mark there saying not in my kitchen. Mark towards that left side, able to find Titus Bailey. Tries to drive in that baseline. Shot goes up, hits that backboard, and falls down. West there taking possession and will come out. Able to find Caleb Sorensen on that right side. Titus Bailey there to eye him up. Ben West from the corner. Not able to send that one home. Elijah handling that one off to Bailey, and out he comes. Bailey cuts left. They're keeping pace is Burkett. Bailey tries to throw that one behind his back to Sean, but not able to find any dice there, and this one will be coming up Eagle ball. Jude there bouncing that one down to Rye. Shot goes up and scores. 2-point bucket is good. Oh. Going to call a charge. All right. Jude Burkett, the guilty party. Interesting. 2 substitutions. Number 30 comes into the play. Well, do I have him on my roster? I don't see him anywhere. So, that's unfortunate. Mark there with that shot, not able to send that one home. Mark with that secondary, not able to throw that one up either. Elijah Todd from the top of the paint, not having any dice there. Sean Hronchek down low once more. Hits that rim and pops out. Henry there receiving that one. Burkett here coming down the other way. Shot goes up by Burkett. Scores! Making it a 6-4 game. Whistle's blown. Referee inspecting the padding on the post to make sure it's up against it. Yeah. 1:20 on the clock and ticking. 10 points have been made this evening. 4-6 is the score. Titus Bailey looking to take possession. Stolen away by Burkett. Burkett bringing this one out the other way. On that left side of the paint, shot goes up, travel is called, and that one will be nullified. And the ball coming out. Mark going to be the handler today. Mark towards that left side, traveling that three-point line. Mark drives up against the defense, shoots and scores. 49 seconds and ticking. Here comes Sorensen. Gets that one over towards that right side. Shot goes up. Roman there with his first 2 points of the night, making it an 8-6 game. Mark there driving in. Tries to get that one up off of Henry, but whistle is blown. I didn't pick up anything that referee just threw out there. His hands moved a lot, but I didn't see any information given. I'm assuming 33, but it could be 31. I'm not sure. First 2, not able to send that one in. 18.5 frozen on the clock. Secondary is good. 7-8, 7-9 now the score. Excuse me. Michael Jackson there on that right wing. We'll take this one over towards that right side. Roman there on that right corner, able to find his way back into the hands of Burkett. Burkett drives into that paint, finds Henry, shoots and scores, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 11-7 now the score, and I'm going to have to change my battery. So, Panthers come out with a driving force right off the bat. They're going to tie up that padding onto the right side post just to make sure it's not going to come loose. And yeah, it's only a 1 minute intermission. It's not like we're going to be going anywhere. I just got to change the battery in the camera. And yeah, it's only the end of the first. It's not the end of the second. That's false information up there on the screen. Don't believe the system. It's all a lie. That's something I learned from the internet. And if it's on the internet, it must be true. Now I'm all Mountain Dew and I'm sad. I have the big sad, as the kids say these days. But looks like we'll rock and roll here shortly. I don't have number 30's name and I feel kind of bad about it. Just doing the double take on the roster. No, he's not there. No, that's unfortunate. All right, well, 8 minutes on the clock, and here we go. Mark here trying to bring this one into the offensive zone, finding Sean. Sean down in the paint, shot goes up. Not quite able to score on that one. Henry there with that rebound. Going to bring this one out for the Eagles. Handling that one off. Burkett goes off. Caleb over towards that right side. Michael Jackson bobbles that one around, and that one will be Panther ball. Mark here bringing this one out of his own zone. Mark out left wing, looking for trouble. Drives in. Roman there tries to stand him up, but not able to do so. Mark's a little bit bigger. With that shot, he'll bring it to 9-11. Caleb over towards that right side. Michael Jackson able to find Roman on that right wing. Slap that one up into the middle. Burkett there with a little bit of sauce. Finds Henry, and that one's going to grate the cheese so much it's going to chop it right in half. Mark going to bring this one out for the Panthers here. Over towards that left side. Drives in. Hits that three-point line, and we'll back up a few hot seconds. Drives into the... He's going to get called for the carry. Michael Jackson into Caleb Sorensen. Over to Jackson on that right side, finding Burkett. Burkett throws that one down, kicked away from Wilson, or kicked away by Wilson. And that one will be an inbound in the offensive zone for the CLA Eagles. Sorensen here inbounding this one, able to find Burkett on that right wing. Three-point shot goes up, hits that rim, comes down. It's that beautiful play there by Jude Burkett, able to throw that one off the forehead, or the left, maybe the right shoulder of Titus Bailey. And that one will be an inbound for the guys in the navy blue. Michael Jackson out top of the dome. It goes Burkett there, throws that over towards that left side of Roman there, fakes that three-point shot, will drive in for two. Shoots and scores. Roman there with the two-point bucket. Mark here with it. Takes this one over towards that right side, drives in against Roman. And that one will go off the defense and out of bounds. 9:15 now the score. 6:14 is on the clock and is frozen. Titus Bailey looking for an option, finds Mark on that right corner. Caleb Sorensen there to try to keep pace. Whistle's blown, travel's called. Here comes Sorensen out of his own zone. Throws that one in. Goes off of Burkett. Burkett able to slap that one free. Noah Wilson able to get that one down low. Titus Bailey tries to keep that one alive. Throws that one back into the zone, but Burkett's going to bring this one out the other way. Shot goes up. Scores! Making it 17-9. Panthers looking a little disgruntled. Burkett there. They're going to make Titus's life difficult, and then we'll back off. Titus able to get around that pick set by Noah. Shot goes up. Travels called midair. Two substitutions will be made. Number 22, Ben West, is going to come on in place of Roman McFell. And then looks like Caleb Sorensen will be replaced by number... Oh, what was his number? I missed his number. Oh, no. Oh, it's Rye, number 21. Jackson tries to throw that one down low. Kicked away by Noah Wilson. No bucket to be made as the whistle was blown prior. And that one will be an inbound for the Eagles. Rye over towards that right side, able to find Henry. Able to throw that one out top, and they'll play a little bit of keep away. Rye on that left wing will take possession. Throws that one back out top of the bubble. Michael Jackson into Henry. Henry outside the paint finds Burkett. Shot for three. Scores! That'll be what we call a beaut. Mark bringing this one out the other way. I smell burning rubber now. Am I having a stroke? Mark there with that first shot, not able to make that first one. Secondary is good, though, answering their last three-pointer with two of his own. 11-20 now the score. Rye able to get that one over Michael Jackson. They will bounce that one down to Burkett. Burkett outside that paint. Tries to get past Elijah, not able to do so. Rye there with that three-point shot. Hits near side. Secondary shot by West. Able to slap that one up with a stick of butter for two. 4:30 on the clock and ticking here in the second quarter of play. 11-point is the difference. Not too many fouls. Very clean whistle game so far. Now that I've said that, someone's going to foul out for sure. Down to the baseline. Mark there in a little bit of trouble. Throws that one off the shoulder of a defenseman, there, that being Burke. Mark bringing this one back around town. Push from behind. Called on the Eagles. Going to call that one on number 30. See, I knew if I said something about it. William Kolsar being the guilty party. Oh, his name is on the sheet. I'm sorry, William. Inbound goes over to Mark off the hands of Burkett. Mark going to bring this one in. Slapped away by Burkett. Henry there taking possession. West there after that fact. Burkett now with it once more. Sorry if that camera work was a little shaky. I was doing that left-handed on a right-handed camera. That was very awkward for me. Right there at top of the dome looking for his options. Finds West on that right side. Lobs that one up. Burkett there on into the paint. Drives in, shoots, and scores. Making it 24-11. Here comes Mark out the other way. 3:33 and ticking. That one's going to be coming out the other way. Sean just not able to keep possession of that one. Yeah. Probably going to bring this one out. Quarterbacking the play. Panthers down by 13. Able to find West on that right side. Bishop able to get that one back into the middle. Goes off the hands of Burkett into the hands of Henry. And that one will be laid up for two, courtesy of number 33 in the navy blue. 26-11 now the score. Almost 3 minutes remaining, but not quite. Mark there favoring that right side of the court, right there to eye him up. Able to drive down that baseline, able to lob that one up with his free hand, but not able to keep that one into the possession of the Panthers. There's Burkett with another 2 points, making it 28-11. Timeout by the Panthers. It'll be a full timeout here late in the second quarter of play. 2:51 on the clock. And it's an 11-28 game. Panthers are down, and they're starting to feel it. Panthers only sinking, I believe, to be, what is it, like 5 shots this game in 2 quarters of play. Not the most effective they've ever played. Their average is around like 35 to 45 points a game. So to them only have 11 points almost going into the second half isn't really good news for them. Their third quarter normally is their best quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, I want to say that's their third best. Normally they come right out of the gate, give a few whaps to the chops on the other team, but it seems like this game just not really their play style. They aren't really like fully committed to playing quite yet. Maybe they need a little bit of a wake-up call. Maybe they'll be able to spark the fire a little bit here against some of the second stringers, maybe third stringer. I'm not here to say who's who and what's what, but you know. I do feel a little bad for number 11, Roman McFall. I remember being the underdog in the size matchup. And it's not fun, but you do your best, and that's what's important. 2:45 and ticking here. Sean going to quarterback the play this time around. Haven't seen this quite so much this season. There's that one down into the middle, out of bounds. It falls, and that one will be an offensive inbound for the Panthers. 2:41 on the clock. 11:28 is the score here in this second quarter of play. Lobs that one up. Elijah Toth there with that shot. Not able to send that one home. Will remain Panther ball with 2:37 on the clock. Titus Bailey here going to inbound this one. There's that one up. Goes off of Burkett and out of bounds once more. Titus Bailey. There's that towards that left corner. Able to find Mark. Mark able to get past Bishop. Shot goes up and block is called. Block is called. He said 22. I don't think West is on the court. So I'm going to say it was on Bishop and I almost threw my pencil off the stand. First shot hits near side on that rim. Secondary hits left side. We're going to throw that one over to Burkett. Burkett under pressure from Mark will take possession, able to find Henry or Bishop down low. And Elijah Toth will take possession of that loose ball, handling that one over to Sean Aronachek. Sean into the zone will drive in. Burkett there, or Bishop West there to say hello. Maybe it was on West. Titus Bailey here at top of the dome. We'll cut over towards that right side. West there picking him, West there picking him up. Sean now with it. Drives into the free throw line. Shot goes up. Pull it up. Stop it. Pop it. Polka dot it. Right, able to get that one down to the right corner. Burkett there trying to take his walk around the dog park. Elijah catching that one between his legs. Block goes off of Elijah. Beautiful defensive play. Clean as a whistle. Able to keep that one out of the clutches of Evil or whatever. Right here. Looking into the middle. Finding Henry. Drives over towards that left side. Slopped away by Elijah Toth. I don't know why I get Titus Bailey and Elijah Toth confused on a daily basis, but I do. And I'm sorry. Hranacek drawing the foul. 2 shots will be the result as he was in the process of the shot. Number 21 being the guilty man himself, Braden Rye. I just want to erase this mark that I made. I gave the foul to the wrong guy. Let me erase it. First shot a little too far to the right side. Looks like number 31 is going to come back onto the court. Caleb Sorensen in place of Ben West. Ben West is going to take a seat on the bench. Shot goes up, hits near side. And will come out the other way. Sorensen into the zone, drives up. Eurosteps not able to send that one up and into the rim as it hits the corner. Titus Bailey stopped up at the half-court line. Didn't meet it, so it's not an over and back. Noah able to get Mark. Mark tries to push past Bishop and stopped up on that right inner corner. Will take a step back outside that three-point line, slapped away by the defense, and that will remain. The Eagles coach trying to convince otherwise, but not able to do so. 1:01 on the clock. We'll let it run out to try to match up our score, or our game clock. Shot goes up by Sean. Almost able to send that one home. Goes off Mark and out of bounds. Off the defense and out of bounds. My bad. 55.1 second. Me and Hannah are on the same brainwave right now. Perfectly synced up. Titus able to get that one in. Mark cuts in towards that left wing, trying to get past Bishop, not able to do so. Henry there just flat-footed, just stopped that jump shot. Sean for two. Almost. Elijah Toth there with that rebound on that baseline. 40 seconds remaining. Shot and foul is called. 33 on the arm. Corbin Henry, the guilty man. 39.6 seconds remaining. Once again, me and Hannah just being on the same brainwave tonight. Elijah's first, not what he'd like it to be. Maybe a little convincing in a few quarters can make the ball go in. Secondary is good. See, a little bribery goes a long way. Don't take that to heart. Right there with that inbound, giving that one back over to Sorensen. Timeout by the Eagles coach. Gonna have a little 30-second timeout. And with 26.5 seconds left on the clock, this will give him some time to draw something up on the board and hopefully have his players acted out as you would in Madden. 14-28 is the score, right? Score is doubled, but at least the Panthers are gaining a little bit of momentum, courtesy of Sean Hronacek's quarterbacking, as well as a few of his two-pointers that he's just thrown up, and they have found their way through the netting. If you don't shoot, you don't score, so the more shots you take, the odds are the more score you'll have. Don't quote me on that. That feels like really improper English, but sometimes it be like it do when it be. Like it is when it do. Something like that. But the difference between the guys and the girls team is very apparent. The girls played a very aggressive offensive game from the defensive side with the 1-3-1-4 check. The Eagles guys team, very different, very differently minded. The guys games versus the girls games are very different in pacing, as well as the mentality side of things, as well as, just about every aspect of the sport. Here's Sorensen going to bring this into the offensive zone, able to slap that one down, but Sean Hronacek there bringing this one out and away. 12, 11, 10. Shot goes up by Sean. Scores! 8 seconds remaining. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bishop really trying for that one. Almost able to do so. But at the end of 2, we have a 16-28 game. Panthers slowly closing that gap. We'll take 8 minutes for the intermission, and we'll bring you right back whenever we're ready to rock and roll once again. Both teams to the locker rooms. They'll give themselves some pep talk, maybe throw a little extra strategy into the mix, and we'll have ourselves a beautiful game here shortly. So before we start up, I'll throw out the foul numbers and all that jazz. Maybe the few lead scorers. I might do that. I might. Don't quote me on it. But, we got a little bit of time to spare, so I'll be here whenever you guys are ready. All right, so at the end of the first half, oh, there's so many notes on this page. What am I looking at? Yeah, that's the CCA game. Shoot, where did I put the rosters at? All right, so at the end of one, the foul totals, the leaders are for the CLA Eagles. Corbin Henry has 2, Ben West has 2, Braden Rye has 1, William Kolsar has 1, and Jude Burkett has 1. Then for Slippery Rock, they only have 1 standalone foul. That's Mark. Shooting-wise, though, lead scorer after the first half. Where did I write it down at? Mark has 9 for Slippery Rock, and Burkett has 11 out of the 28 for the Eagles. Henry is very close behind him with 10. But for the Panthers so far, it's very clear to see that out of the 16 points, Mark having the majority of them is the man of the hour for the Panthers side of things. But we'll get back into the action. 16:28 with 8 on the clock. Rye going to inbound this one, and here's Sorensen going left side. Eagles shooting left, Panthers to the right. Rye here with it. We'll take his time over towards that right side. Sorensen once more with it. We'll throw this one back out top with Rye. Back to Sorensen. Sorensen drives down that right side. Burkett able to get that one down low. West there. Shot goes up and gets his own rebound. Elijah Toth there with that one. This time around goes off the knee of Mark and out of bounds. Now I smell bubble gum. What the heck is this concoction of just smell? Like pure smell. So many varieties in the air right now. It's giving me a headache. Slap that one over to the left side. Burkett there, almost able to get around Wilson, but not able to. Rye out top of the bubble, takes possession over to right side. Caleb with that three-point shot. Hits that rim and comes down, goes off the hands of Sean, and he will control that one, bringing this one out. Here's Mark with it, taking this into the offensive zone. Cuts over towards that right side, able to get past 2. Hits Henry, shot goes up, not able to draw that foul. Whistle's blown. This time around, it will be 2 shots in favor of Mark. 33 on the push. That'll be Corbin Henry's second of the night, first of the half. 7:03 on the clock. First one hitting that shelf, coming down. Looks like Roman McFall will come onto the court in place of Corbin Henry, and the coach will give him a little bit of a talking to. Secondary shot there by Mark is a good one. 17-28 now the score. And let's play some ball. Over towards that right side, the pass goes. McFall able to get that one over towards that right corner. Rye able to bounce that one down. West there with a driving force of an elephant. Slaps that one up for 2. Total of 30. Panthers at 17. 13-point difference. Mark drives over towards that right side. Takes that one into the key. Shot goes up and whistle's blown. Push and 2 shots. I think that's on Roman. First one hits the near side of the rim, then lips in. 18-30. Now the score. Secondary shot hits that, nothing but net. 19-30 with a beautiful shot. Sorensen off to the right side. McFall back to Sorensen. Takes that one towards that left side, finds Rye back to Sorensen. Sorensen going to bring this one, tries to drive down that center lane. Shot goes up and scores. Sorensen takes that one to the house. Mark here driving into the zone. Down low, shot goes up, hits that shelf, comes back down. Mark gets his own rebound. Secondary shot is good. That'll be a good bucket, and he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play. Say that one's on number 11. Roman McFall substituting out, taking his second foul of the game, and taking a spot. William Kolsar. Kolsar back out to the top. Sorensen over towards that right side, able to find right back out top to Sorensen. Cross the crease over to Kolsar. Shot goes up by Burkett. Not able to send that one home. Elijah Toth there cleaning his kitchen. Ronachek bringing this into the zone. Goes towards that right side. Finds Rye there waiting for him. Throws that one down low into the paint. Mark shoots. Not able to send that one up into the air far enough for the point. Goes off the defense and out of bounds. 5 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Mark drives into the zone. Shoots. Hits a little far left on that one. Corbin coming, Sorensen coming down with this one. Slows up. Takes his time. Fakes right, goes left instead. Burkett here taking possession. Pushes the three-point line, finding Rye on that left wing. We'll throw this one back out top of the dome. Sorensen able to get that one down low. Burkett down on the baseline, looking for his option. Goes off the foot of Noah, diving for that one. Burkett slides that one along to the side. Mark getting possession there. And Titus going to bring this one out of his own zone. Titus outside that three-point line will tread towards the top and back to the bottom. Getting a little pick will give him some elbow room. Shot goes up a little short on that one. Sorensen getting a hand on that one, going to bring this one out the other way. Mark there to keep pace with him, but Caleb there with that shot will be a good one. Commitment there by Caleb. Sean Hranacek on the foul. They're going to give him 2 shots, and they're going to count him for a good bucket. .444 on the clock. It's paused. Shot goes up, and I guess they're just going to give him 1. Well, the first and only shot was no good, so and all in all, 2-point play. Mark cuts over towards that right side. Noah Wilson there sets a pick, gets him away from one, but right there ready for him. Shot goes up. They're going to call it the charge. Mark has 2 on his name. Now smell coleslaw. I really don't know what's going on in the kitchen, but man, they got like every variety going on in there. Sorensen back over towards that left side, finding his way down low. West throws that one out top. Kolsar over towards that right side, finding Rye. Kolsar shot from the 3. Hits a shelf, comes down. West getting a hand on that one, slapped away by the defense though. Titus Bailey going to bring this one out under his own volition into the offensive zone, hitting a 3-point line. Stopped up, losing that dribble. We'll throw that out top of the dome. Bailey receiving that once more from Toth. Bailey approaching that 3-point line. We'll try it on towards that left side just for a hot second. Mark getting a hand on that one, not able to complete that pass. Bringing this one down the other way. Kolsar able to get that one up. Shot from Rye, not able to send that one home. And Mark's arm, very twisted up. That's a wrestling move right there. You know the one where you get him pinned down, you grab the arm, put your knees on his shoulders, and just pull. That was kind of that wrestle there. Got it, shoots her. Oh, look at him go. Already got it. 22-34 is the score in here in the third. 3:38 on the clock. And I'll let it catch up to where we're at now. All right, let's rock and roll. Mark here with it. Takes out one down the middle lane. Blocked up, whistle's blown. I think that was... it's on Ben West. That's his 3rd of the night, 1st of the half. I'm not here to referee the game, but I kind of want to. First one by Mark. Not able to make that one in. Secondary might have a different story. Might not, though. Slaps that one up with a side of carrots, and that one will be a good one. 23-34, and the clock is ticking. So I'll try to do the same. Slap that one over towards that left side. Kolsar able to throw that one down past the legs of Elijah Toth, and Burkett there with another 2 points to his name. 36-23, now the score. 3:05 and ticking. Mark over towards that right side, tries to get around Kolsar, or called on the block. 2:59 and frozen. It's Kolsar's second of the night. Mark there with that shot down low, not able to get that first one. Noah Wilson there tries an attempt and not able to make that one in. Secondary, or the third attempt at a shot from Mark draws the foul. Ben West with his fourth of the night. West is going to take a seat on the bench and coming in his spot. He can't substitute before the first shot. He has 2. Now they can substitute. Number 40 is coming on to take his place. Wesley Bishop. Clean record. That one will be a doozy. 24 now for the Panthers. Coming out of his own zone here, Sorensen with it. Looks over towards that left side, finding Rye. On that left wing, gets that one down low. Shot goes up and scores. Burkett throwing another 2 onto the board, making it 38-24. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. They're going to draw up a little bit of a play. And we'll rock and roll whenever we're ready. 2:35 on the clock. Panthers 24, Eagles 38. Ben Weston, a little bit of foul trouble here. He's the lone man with 4. Panthers staying out of foul trouble really well. They only have 3 on their team. Mark having 2 of those, Sean having the other. Elijah Toth somehow hasn't had a foul against him. He's normally the one person that'll have at least 3 or 4 at the end of every game. But he hasn't gotten anything. Nothing's gotten to his head. Nothing's made him mad. He's kept a cool head so far, and I think that's one of the big reasons he hasn't, snapped somebody's neck yet. Titus Bailey going to be inbounding this one on the defensive side. And here comes Mark. Oh, I lost my balance. Mark here towards that right side, able to get past the defense and able to slap 2 on the board. I completely blanked on Bishop's name there. Over towards that right side, finding Rye. Back over to Sorensen. Bishop there in trouble from Noah Wilson, able to drive past him. Shot goes up from the side of the paint. Titus Bailey there picking that one up, and it will come out the other way. Titus Bailey over towards that left side. Burkett there trying to keep pace with him. Shot for 3. A little short side on that one. And Noah Wilson's going to take possession. All right, Sean was out of bounds, so 150 frozen on the clock, and we'll play on. Kicked away, nothing called. Kept from traveling. Bishop very careful and cautious of that. Rye taking that possession from Sorensen. Rye losing that dribble, throw that one into the zone. Down low, Burkett with that travel. Okay, they're going to call it. Thank God. I was really afraid I was going to be wrong there. And I don't like being wrong, because I'm never wrong, except when I think I am. And then I'm normally right. Mark over towards that right side. Bishop there up against him. Drives in. Able to get past the defense. Shot goes up. Not able to send that one home. And it'll come out the other way. Burkett here with fire against 3 defensemen. Slaps that one up for 2. 40 now for the Eagles, 26 Panthers. 14 points is the difference, 106 and ticking. Mark drives into the paint. Lose possession. We'll pick that one back up. Goes off of Bishop and down. 23 on the grab. Burkett wasn't even in the play. All right, sure, whatever. 21? All right. Braden Rye on the foul. That's the second of the night. 56.3 seconds remaining. Once again, me and Hannah just telepathically stopped the clock at the same time. Marks first. Hits that shelf and comes down. Sorensen with that rebound, giving that one off to Rye. Throwing it back over to Sorensen. 48 seconds remaining. Sorensen here with it on that right wing. Will throw that one back across the crease into Burkett. Finding Kolsar down low. Whistle's blown. Noah Wilson, the guilty party. That's his first. 40.7 seconds remaining. Right here with the ball. Throws that one in, finding his way into the hands of Bishop for a long distance call. Not able to connect there. Jump ball is called. That one will remain Eagles inbound. 35.3 seconds remaining. Up to Bishop. Loses possession of that one. Mark's going to come out the other way. Able to slap that one up in the final moments here in the third. 24 seconds remaining. And here comes Sorensen out the other way. 19, 18, 17, 16. Here's Rye with it, taking his time on that left wing. Noah Wilson out to pressure him up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Burkett into the middle. Shot. A little far left. Paused at 3.5. Titus Bailey inbounding that one. 2, 1. And that'll be the end of the third quarter of play. 28-40 now the score. Panthers are down by 12. Oh, my throat's killing me. I'm all out of Mountain Dew, and I have the big sad, as the kids say. At the end of the third quarter of play, penalty leaders Ben West at 4. I think Roman McFall, number 11 on the Eagles side, only has 2 because how I write this on the sheet is I do tally marks, and the L's in McFall look like tally marks. So it could be 4, it could be 2. I'm not entirely sure. McFall has 2. Ben West has 4. Corbin Henry has 3. He's been sitting out for a while. Jude Burkett only has 1. William Kolsar, 2. Braden Rye, 2. John Runchek has 1. Mark has 2. And then Noah Wilson at 1 for the Panthers. So nobody in immediate danger to foul out except number 22 on the Eagles side, Ben West. Yeah. So as long as he's careful, anyone else can do pretty much whatever they want and not get thrown out, unless you stab someone in the jugular with your long fingernails. But that's a story for another time. Panthers shooting right, Eagles shooting to the left. Titus Bailey, the one inbounding this one, and Mark will be the one to quarterback the play. Mark over towards that right side, finds Rye on the defense. Henry back in the game to start off this quarter, and Mark will have 2 points to throw up there to start us off. Caleb here carrying this one in for towards that right side. Kolsar able to find his way to Burkett on that free throw line. Shot goes up. Hits that shelf, comes down. Henry with that rebound. We'll make that a 2-point play. It's 42 for the Eagles, 30 for the Panthers, and we have a 12-point gap once again. I can't wait to go home and sleep. Mark there with that shot. Hits that rim, comes down. Burkett coming out the other way. Noah Wilson down on back behind the play. And they're going to call a foul on Elijah. He'll have one shot. Bucket's good. Elijah on his first foul of the night. If you're going to foul him hard. That's my philosophy. If you're going to take a penalty, make sure it's worth it. Not sure what happened to Noah. From the looks of it, little tap to the uprights with a knee might have been the cause of the play. Shot by Mark, a little too far left. Sean Hronacek a little weak on that shot. Mark's rebound slapped away by Henry. Down in the scruff, it's going to be a jump ball coming out. Blue ball. 6:49 on the clock. Here comes Sorensen. Sorensen looks to the left. To the right he goes. Klosar's pass to Burkett, slapped away by Noah Wilson. Shot goes up and scores. Klosar throwing that one up for two, makes it 47-30. Panthers with 7 unanswered points up there on the board, looking for some form of retaliation. Mark over towards that right side. Rye there to play defense against him. Shot goes up and scores. He's going to get 2 good points out of that one and an extra free throw. That's Rye's second of the half, third of the game. That one hits rim and comes down, hits Rye in the hand. Horanacek able to bring that one over to the baseline for Mark. Mark on that left wing will try to get past Burkett. Shot goes up, but blocked away by Burkett. Noah Wilson down low, hits the bottom side of that rim. Shot goes up by Horanacek, not able to send that one home. Burkett able to get a hand on that one. He's going to bring this one out for the guys in the navy blue. Euro steps, slapped away by Elijah Toth, the man of the hour. And he's, no, not in my kitchen. Inbound over to Burkett. Burkett on that left side will be slapped off. I'm going to say that one's coming out. All right. After a slight moment of thought, they're going to say that one off Noah Wilson, and it's going to be Burks inbound to have. There's that one off to the top of the dome, able to find his way over to Sorensen. Shot goes up, hits that rim, comes back down, and this one will be coming out the other way. Mark there, the carrier of the ball, hits the top of the paint. Shot goes up, gets his own rebound, fakes that shot, goes up for 2, and draws the foul. .30 from behind with the push. William Klosar being the guilty party. That'll be his third of the night. 5:39 on the clock. First one hits that shelf and not able to send that one home, but he does get a secondary. Mark there with that shot. We'll send that one home, making it 33-47. Sorensen into the offensive zone. Looks towards that right side, finding his teammate William over towards that right side farther. Rye with a 3-point shot from downtown. Brings his team to 50 on the total. Mark into the zone, treads. Looks towards that right. Sorensen there, going to try to keep pace with him. Pass goes over to Horanacek on the right inner corner. Able to take that one down into the paint. Shot goes up and just takes charge in that push, making it 35-50. Not flashy, just pure and utter sheer strength. Towards that right. William there, able to get that one in. Henry bouncing that one down. Not able to connect that pass down into the paint. Coming out the other way, here's Titus Bailey. Bailey here, pressured up by Burkett, able to get that one over to Horanacek, and that one will go over towards that left side on that left inner corner, hits that baseline, pops back out and around town. Shot from the top of the paint, scores! Sean out there making it 37-50. Sorensen here bringing this into the Panther zone, finding his way over to William. William Euro steps into the paint but loses possession halfway. Whistle is blown, push from behind. Burkett going to be called the guilty party. That's his second of the evening. 4:19 on the clock remaining in this game. 13 points is the difference. 1-1 for Sean. If he makes the first, he gets a second. If not, play on. Looks like they're going to bring Ben Weston. West has 4 fouls tonight. It's that shelf. Bobbles around a few times, but eventually, it decides, you know what, I'm going to go in. William Klosar going onto the bench and coming out to take a spot, number 22, Ben West. Shot goes up, hits that rim, plops right down onto the lap of the Panthers, making it 39-50 with 4:19 to go. Here comes Sorensen, pressured up by Mark. Panthers playing a high and aggressive 3-2 formation, goes off the defense and out of bounds. 4:10 on the clock. Burkett here going to be inbounding this one. Sorensen going to quarterback the play, and we'll play on. Mark there to keep pace with Sorensen. Able to get that one over towards that right side. Rye able to find it. Burkett on that right corner. Goes off Sean and out of bounds. 4 minute exact on the clock. 11 points is the difference. And we have a ball game here tonight. Brings us right out top. Burkett for three. Hits that rim, pops down. Sean there with that rebound. Mark there taking possession. He's going to bring this one out for the guys in white. Over towards that right wing, able to hit that three-point line. Drives into the paint, shoots. Hits that near side, and Rye's going to bring that rebound over to Sorensen. Sorensen off the other way. Sean able to get a hand on that pass and forces Sorensen into the corner. Throws that one out top. Rye there over towards Burkett. Burkett out top that left wing. 3:33 on the clock and taking plenty of time for the Panthers to come back or the Eagles to extend their lead. Sorensen for three. Hits that shelf, comes down. Mark going to slap that one out towards the neutral zone. Mark pass goes past Sean, and that one will be 2 points for Corbin Henry. Mark able to bring this over towards that right side of the court. Right there keeping pressure on him. Henry there sustaining as well. Mark tries to throw that one over to Sean, but Ben West there down low in his own zone. Able to get that one over towards that left side. Down to Burkett. Burkett with a shot. Hits that rim, comes down. Henry there with a shot as well as the 2-point bucket. Eagles slowly getting their lead back. Let's see if the Panthers are able to answer. 3 men are going to be substituting in next stoppage of play for the Eagles. Mark going to drive in towards that baseline. Sean fakes that shot on that right inner corner, drives into the side of the paint shot, and scores, making it 41-54. Here comes the ball the other way. Sorensen able to get that over to Rye. Rye not using his dribble, finding Burkett instead, able to throw that one down through the paint. Ben West there claiming 2 more points for the Eagles. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter play. 41-56 now the score. Here's Mark coming out the other way. Mark favors that left side. Slapped away by Burkett. Let's see if he can convert this into points. Shot goes up and score. Easy layup is made. They're going to call a timeout. 30 seconds. So the shot shouldn't count. I don't think that's allowed. So the Eagles make the layup, and immediately the possession changes to the Panther side as it's their inbound. So the Eagles call a 30-second timeout. Sure. Interesting. Of course, I'm not entirely sure of that rule. That is a gray area for me. Because whose possession is it if it's a white inbound on their own baseline? I'd assume it's the Panthers, but if the Eagles are allowed to call a timeout, the referees know the rule book better than me. So I'm going to keep my yapper shut and just, party on like Wayne and Garth. 1:43 on the clock. And we'll play. Able to get that one down low. Toth with the shot. Toth with the score. Roman bringing this one out the other way. Towards that left side, finding Kosar. Back over to Roman. Roman over towards that right side, finding Bishop. Back out top. Roman on that right wing for three. Hits that rim, comes down. Sean coming out the other way with 1 to beat. That one being Kosar. Shot goes up. Sean not able to score on that one. Henry getting that rebound and will be coming out the other way. 1:10 on the clock and ticking. Ben West with the shot. Hits that rim, comes down. Getting a hand on that one. RJ giving that one over to Nate. Nate, I think this is the first time I've seen Nate play. And Sean's going to bring this one down. 1 minute remaining. 58-43 is the score. Favoring that left side. Hronacek on that left wing, or that left corner, finding Titus Bailey. Titus Bailey going to drive into the paint. Shot goes up. Hits that rim, comes down. Nate getting a hand on that one. Slapping that one out towards the top of the paint. Titus Bailey there with that rebound, able to get that one up. Titus swinging for that one. Henry stripping that one away from the offensive pressure and 30 seconds remaining. 58-43 the score. Panthers down. Over towards that right side. Bishop there taking possession. Shot goes up for three. Almost. Rebound by Ben West. Slapped out of bounds. Off of West. What's the call? Got fresh legs coming out into the court. Daniel Sorensen coming on in place of Caleb Sorensen. Inbound are going to be Bishop. Let's see how well I can handle these new names. Over towards that left side, drives in, shot goes up, not quite able to score Joshua there with that one, but that one goes off, out of bounds, off the hands of Daniel Sorensen, and it'll be Panther inbound with 13 seconds remaining. Hronacek able to get that one back over to Bailey with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scores! Sean, the last say in this conversation tonight. 46-58, and beautiful, beautiful shot by Sean. Hooey, man, don't get better than that. I mean, of course, if you're a Panther fan, you can always ask for more, maybe a victory. But if you're the Eagles, you can't. Both teams coming away from this, they have things they should work on, things they should strengthen, things they should reinforce. But all in all, both teams played a very good game of basketball tonight. Very clean slate for the Panthers. I haven't seen this little of fouls in a very long time. But we are going to have senior night. So, do I have a microphone so I can more easily pick up? I didn't think of this. All right, so it is senior night. So I'm going to set up a microphone so we can hear the audio of the loudspeaker a little bit better. I don't see Scott Toth anywhere as of now. I think we only have one senior, that being Mark. Mark only playing one season with us, but he's proved his worth. He's a very good basketball player. You cannot deny that. Oh, I forgot to do the thing where the thing's right. Yeah, there we go. All right. Is there a way I can do this? Audio. USB. Does it work? Does this one work? Oh, it's very loud. Can I maybe possibly oh. The audio is very clear on this one. I'm kind of impressed how clear the audio is through this. So I'm just going to use this for the time being. Wow, that is really crisp. And I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah. So, both teams out here just giving it their all. All right, I'm going to leave that over there. I'm going to keep my headset microphone on, and then whenever the time comes, I'll turn that one back on. There's a lot of background noise because it is just picking up literally everything in the gymnasium. So, there's that. So, both teams out there just doing their works. There's very good sportsmanship on the court tonight. There wasn't really, oh, you stepped on my foot. Well, you didn't call this, you didn't call that. Very good refereeing. I think it was very even in the end of the day. You can't ask for a better game than that. So, I'll give you the finalization for the foul shots and such while we wait to set up senior night. Jude Burkett, number 23, had 2 fouls. William Colsar, number 30, had 3 fouls. Braden Rye, number 21, had 3 fouls. Corbin Henry, number 33, had 3 fouls. Ben West, number 22, had 4 fouls. Roman McFall, number 11, had 2 fouls. I read the 2 dash marks as 11. My bad. That'll sum it up for CLA's side of things. For Slippery Rock, Sean had 1, Mark had 2, Noah had 1, Elijah had 1. I think my favorite foul of the game was probably Elijah's. He really took charge down there and just completely
hip checked Burkett underneath the rim. Both guys walked away fine, so it's all in good sport. But yeah, for the most part, there's not too much more you could ask for out of a basketball game. Maybe two guys in a fist fight, maybe, play hockey, drop the mitts. But yeah, I'm not sure when or where we're gonna, recognize the seniors of the team. Possibly after the pep talks have been had. And wait, it's not senior night. What am I doing? That's Friday. All right. Well, it's been a long day in my defense. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, now I know how I'm gonna set it up for next time, because that microphone's very loud. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for this evening. I'm Gabriel Eisler. This is Slippery Rock Sports Network. We'll see you Thursday or Friday or whenever. Next game's on Thursday. It's an away game at Meadville, 5:30. Girls start 7 o'clock. Guys start. We're leaving here at the church at 4 o'clock p.m. Then on Friday's our senior night. Jeez. All right. So Friday's senior night against Bethel. Girls start at 5. Boys start at 6:30, and we'll have a good time there. So that's going to be it this evening. I'm Gabriel Eisler here at Slippery Rock Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.